Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of CueSports International, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the Tiger Challenge. We're coming to you live from the Rio Hotel here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the home of the CueSports International National 8-Ball Championships with the BCA Pool League and the USA Pool League. This special event this evening is sponsored by Tiger Products, and it features America's top two 10-ball players facing off in a race to 21 games. They'll be playing all ball fouls, call ball and pocket, and alternate break. We'd like to express our deep appreciation to Tiger Products for helping put this event together, and to each and every one of you out there watching along with us, and all of you right here at ringside watching live. Thank you so much for being with us. It's now my pleasure to introduce tonight's two competitors. Our first player is from Providence, Rhode Island. This gentleman is a two-time member of Team USA's Mosconi Cup. He's a former Ultimate 10-Ball champion. He's a former Turning Stone 9-Ball champion, and he is the two-time and defending American Rotation champion. He's also one of the main characters in the hit TV series, The Hustlers, on True TV. Would you kindly welcome Mike Dechaine? Thank you very much. And his opponent from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This gentleman is an 8-time member of Team USA's Mosconi Cup. He's former U.S. Open 10-ball champion. He's a 4-time U.S. Open 9-ball champion. And he's also a 4-time U.S. Bar Table 10-ball champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the South Dakota kid, Shane Van Boening. Good luck, gentlemen. We'll send it upstairs to Jay Helfert and me.
Nice introduction there, Ken. Thank you very much. Well, this is kind of a long-awaited match for all of us.
Yes.
The champion and the challenger.
Well, hi out there, everybody. Just real quick before they get underway, I'll let everybody know that we're playing under CSI rules for 10-ball. And basically, it's call, ball, and pocket. If you inadvertently pocket a ball in other than the intended pocket, your opponent has the option to shoot or make you shoot again. The 10-ball does not count on the break as a win. It will spot immediately and the player will continue to shoot. And the 3-foul rule is in effect.
There's a ball down, but Shane doesn't really have a good shot at this one ball. He's calling the bank. He's calling it cross corner. Pretty tough opening shot.
I think it's a two-way shot, maybe up behind the 5.
Good call, Ken. Good call, Ken. Mike is hooked. He's going to have to kick at this ball. As you can see, pretty well obstructed here. He's probably kicking 2 rails out of the corner, side rail, end rail, and up into the 1.
He's called it just in case. It's not going to go by the 4-ball anyway, but he called it just in case. You never know. It'll allow him to keep control of the table. See, if you kick, folks, and, well, let's wait till after the shot. If you kick and you don't call anything and something goes in, your opponent would have the option to make you shoot again if the leave is not favorable. That's why Mike called the ball, kind of protect himself.
Yeah, but he lost the cue ball there. Shane's going to get ball in hand.
Yeah, you can go ahead and mark this one up.
The balls are all spread out, nothing close together.
Well, this is the shot right here for the game, Jay. Just got a thread between the 10 and the 5.
Sometimes you got to work the kinks out a little bit in the first rack, get the feel of the table.
Well, Shane's kind of been playing all day in the 9-ball challenge, too.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, he's in the finals, which he's going to play after this match. I don't think that's a stream match, but nevertheless, he is in the championship match for the 9-ball challenge.
Yeah, he's in the hot seat. Warren Kiamko right now is playing Brandon Schuff to see who will play Shane in the finals.
Wow.
Those are the top 3. So Shane's got a busy night ahead because when this is over, he's going to have to play that final match. Of course, he doesn't mind.
Yeah, he'd play 24 hours a day if you'd let him.
No problem here with this rack. Game number 1 goes to Shane. Man, look at those Fargo ratings. They got Shane at 81% to 19%. Who would think that it would? I mean, I expected him to be the favorite, but so much, like a 4-1 favorite. I'm
not sure. I thought the Fargo ratings factor in head-to-head. Maybe that has something to do with it. I really have not been fully brought up to speed on how that's calculated, Jay. But anyway, what it means there, the percentages you're seeing at home, ladies and gentlemen, it's part of a new system that is in use as far as predicting by percentage based on some historical data who would win. And it'll change throughout the set.
Play an alternate break here.
Right.
Well, Mike's got a ball down. He's got a shot. That is the one ball towards the center of the table there.
Yeah.
He's got a good shot here if he can make this one and get on the 2.
Well, I think it's just a bit of a low right ball here. He's going to have to draw it into the side rail where he's standing now and come back across. I don't know if he can hold it over there near the 8, because that's going to make the 2 to the 3 play a little easier with that angle over by the 8 ball. So I think he's going to bounce into the rail, Jay, and maybe bounce out less than a foot.
A little bit of awkward bridging here. He did what he needed to do. I think the 3 will go in the side pocket, but he can just roll this ball. He could take the 3 in the corner as well. That was probably the key shot, making that 1 ball. Nice camera work here. I like these close-up views. Can really see the balls clearly. We jump from the 3 ball all the way to the 6 ball in the corner next. That's the 7 that just bobbled right in the side pocket. 7 in front of one side, 8 in front of the other side, 9 and 10 close together. He should also make quick work of this rack. Very high quality equipment being used in this match. It's comparable to what you'd see on television. We're going to see a lot of this tonight, Ken. Run out, run out, run out.
Yeah, this is basically no mistake pool here, because if you make a mistake, you're going to lose that rack, and you just can't afford to do that.
This is the kind of match that could be decided by one or two mistakes by one player. I don't think we're going to see many missed balls. You are looking at probably the two premier players in the United States right here.
Yeah, I think I would certainly agree with that. You've got 1 and 2 here as far as Americans are concerned, and you've probably got 1 and 1A as far as 10-ball players are concerned. Made the 1 ball, but the 2 won't go. It's going to be pretty rough to back cut this because you're going to lose the cue ball unless they can use the 5 to stop it, but the 3 only has one side in the upper left corner.
They could call this
I
combination.
wouldn't be surprised if he's back cutting this.
Wow. Wow.
He has called it. Well, he got away with it. Mike can't pocket it, I don't think. He can hit it, but I don't think he can pocket it. If Tim can give us a shot of that, we'll be able to see how much of the 2 he's got. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Vince.
Might be able to shoot that 2 in the side.
Yeah,
Couldn't
that's what I'm
really
trying to see,
there.
if he's got enough of it to make it in the side. It's close, Jay.
Looks like it. Looks like he's shooting at it.
Yeah. And he knew he had some help there to prevent the cue ball from going anywhere. That might have just won him this rack.
I kind of get the sense, Ken, that the key to this match is going to be who breaks good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, at the level these 2 play on, that's certainly it. There's not much to choose between them as far as after the break.
Two very confident players here. They're not wasting any time. Got a nice crowd here too. Just like that, Mike Dechaine is going to take a 2-1 lead. Long match, though. We're going to 21.
One of the interesting dynamics I think we can look to observe for this match, Jay, is whether the alternate break is going to throw someone out of their rhythm. You know, I mean, you're only sitting for at most 1 rack, and, you know, these racks are going quick anyway. I don't think it's going to be an issue. First of all, Shane's been playing all day, and probably Mike has, at least to some degree, he's well oiled up and ready to go. So, you know, with alternate break, it's hard for your opponent to keep you in your chair very long, so rhythm should be not an issue for either guy.
Well, if we played winter break, it would become a breaking contest then, and we'd be seeing multiple racks run, which is kind of exciting too.
Yeah, it is.
It would come down to who can run the most racks.
Oh, beautiful break by Mike. Gorgeous cue ball.
He's going to have a shot at the 2.
Yep. I don't think Shane's getting up this rack either. You know, we're so spoiled by the high level of play we've seen from both these guys for the last 5 to 7 years. You know, they break the balls and we give them the game.
Well, if they break them and they're out in the open like this.
Okay, now he's got a little angle because the 3 is going to go to the right after it contacts the 6 ball. He won't hit it firm, but the 3 may wind up about between the chalk and the diamond, and he wants to get the cue ball out.
Yeah, just like that. I like the way he controls. See where he put the cue ball?
Uh-huh.
He was prepared for the 3 to be on the rail.
Right. He knew where it was going.
Yeah.
You could kick these in. Gee, look at this. Tap, tap, tap.
They make it look easy, don't they?
Yeah, it's because they control the cue ball so well, Jay. They rarely come up with a difficult shot. I mean, Shane had that tough 2-ball there, the last rack, but that was after the break. I mean, it wasn't like he played position for it. But when you leave yourself nothing but routine shots, you're never under pressure.
Just like
you
that
stay
little-
nice and loose and relaxed.
Yeah, just like that position from the 7 to 8. He played perfect position there.
And that's what sets these guys apart from the rest of us mortals, is they play so precise with the white ball. A quarter of an inch one way or the other can really, you know, mess up the pattern, but they don't let it happen.
And they don't miss.
And they don't miss. You're correct. So 3 for Mike out of the first 4. And we've had one missed ball here. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, Ken, at this level, it's like you really have to win on your break. I mean, it's like you're winning on your serve. You can't afford to lose games where you're breaking.
If you don't lose when you break, you can't be beat.
Notice where they, same as Jason yesterday, puts his hand back on the rail there.
Well, the reason for that is that the kitchen is small, because the table
Yeah.
is small, and,
Right.
and most of these guys get a big portion of their forearm locked onto the bed of the table when they're breaking with their hand on the bed. So I asked Jason about it yesterday, and that's exactly the answer that he gave me. It's just because the kitchen is too small, especially for a guy like Jason, who's like 6'2" with long arms.
There could be a little problem here. The 5 and the 7 are tied up together by the side pocket there.
Well, it's dead up by the 2, I think, or darn close to it. And
So you think the 7 ball is dead in that corner?
yeah, I also think the 5 goes in the other side. But here, what I think he's going to do is use the 8 to stop the cue ball and be straight in on the 4 if that's what he wants to do with the 5-7.
We will soon find out, because he's pretty straight on this 4 ball. He can't do a lot with a cue ball here.
Yeah, but he did that intentionally, Jay. He could have avoided the 8 by going forward if he didn't want to be there. So I think this is his plan all the way. And he wanted to get up behind it to play the combination. He just didn't want to have that steep an angle over there on the rail.
He called it.
Yeah. Now the 5 isn't going to move very far, so he knows that. Ooh, all right, well, he got fortunate that the 9 didn't impede the 5. But he saw the pattern well, and he played it just the way it needed to be played.
It's like these guys are taking target practice on these balls.
Yeah. I also think you're probably looking at the top 2 guys that will represent us on the Mosconi Cup. Shane's in the lead on points. I don't know where Mike stands on points, but
He's up there.
I would assume that he's going to get on that team, whether it's by wild card or by points. He's just too strong of a player.
You know, it's interesting, Ken, because a little while ago I was watching 2 of the top 9-ball amateur players. There was the final 8 players were playing, and we had a match, and they look very good. They both look very good, but this is a whole different level here. I mean, there really is. It's a big jump up between the top amateur players and the top-level professionals like Shane and Mike are.
Mm-hmm.
How long are these racks taking? 2 minutes? It ain't taking long, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, probably about 3 or so. We've got 5 games in just over 15 minutes, and that includes time to rack and put the score up.
I suspect that there will be racks where we're going to see some safety battles. It's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see racks where there's going to be push-outs after the break. Mike gets his hand on the table. He's not on the rail there. Well, this turned out a little funny.
Well, at least he can hit it. The problem, he wishes the 3 wasn't there, or in a different place. He would kick this in with no trouble at all, but he can't kick it in.
This is a tricky little safety here. I mean, he can try and put the cue ball behind the 3, but if he does that...
I like putting the 1 behind the 2 and coming around here with the cue ball behind the 5.
Is he trying to make this ball?
He might be, too. I don't know if he can make it in off the 2 after it hits the point. I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it
But
goes.
if he can squeak it in underneath the 2, he may leave Shane a very difficult avenue to make contact with the 1 ball.
Well, as you can see, he's taking his time. He's got a dilemma here.
This seems to be the most natural thing to me to do, is thin this and come around behind the 5.
Come all the way up
with
table,
distance.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, how did he make that ball?
Wow.
Oh, well, the cue ball's gone.
Must have gone right in the side.
I didn't think he could cut that ball in.
Well, he didn't cut it in clean, but the pocket did accept it. That was kind of cruel there to have that cue ball scratch on a good shot like that. But when you play that shot, you really are just putting all your attention on making sure you make the ball. I don't think he gave one thought that scratch was there. But he's returned the favor from Shane, and this will get us back level, back on serve, so to speak.
It was really interesting how that match turned out last night, Kenny. You probably heard about it. It went hill. Corey
Jay, I was
sitting
here with you.
Oh, there you
Jay.
go. There you go. That's right. I don't know why I was thinking Bobby was here, but thank you. But I mean, for the match to end on a miscue like that was really, that was crazy.
Well, I asked Corey about that when I did the post-match interview with him.
And what did he have to say?
He told me, if you remember the layout, he had a 7 ball right next to the rail, next to the pocket, and there was a stripe right next to it, and he could barely make full contact with the 7. He said he was trying to kind of do a little extra with the cue ball to have it bend just a touch because he was afraid of hitting the stripe and fouling, and that's what, in his opinion, caused the miscue.
I see.
But back over here, 3-3 now, and Shane breaking 2 inch ahead and hold serve.
Boy, he really parked that cue ball right in the center of the table.
Yeah, they're both doing it, but he broke dry. Oh, look at Hudson. Well, the 210's not any good, but the 2 will go in the lower left.
That's the first dry break we've had.
I wonder if he can slice this in the side, Jay, and avoid all the traffic coming back. It's hard to tell from here.
It looks like too severe an angle.
Yeah, it does.
Now, he may try to play this 1-4 combination.
Or he could play maybe the 1 into the rail, off the 4 and into the pocket, and come around behind the 2. He's
trying to play this in the side.
I thought he would.
He's cutting this ball backwards. No problem for Mike Dechaine. What's going to happen here, though? I think he's going to roll too far.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he did roll too far because he froze up against the 10. I don't think the magic rack did him any favors there because it looked like the 10 rocked back and forth. He's got a problem here.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, that 210 looks, maybe he can hit the edge of the 2 if he can. Yeah, he got it. He got it. That's about all he could do, leave Shane long. That's a 3 ball all the way down there at the same end of the table where the cue is. That's the hard part here is how Shane get. Let's see what he does with this one.
He's going to follow it straight down. You got to remember it's a small table, and he's only 5 feet away from this ball as opposed to 8.5 if it was a regulation size. Distance is not an issue for either of these players. The table is still playing a little bit on the forgiving side, too. It's only had 2 days worth of play on it. The equipment is still nice and clean. The balls are clean. So the pockets are still receptive to less than pure hits. but that will change as the week progresses.
Yeah, it'll tighten up. They're playing on a diamond table. That's Simona's cloth, and these are the Cyclops balls. That's the equipment they're using. Shane's playing with his Q-Tech cue, and Mike Dechaine uses an OBQ. Pretty flawless pool so far.
Yeah, about one mistake apiece. Okay, well, tomorrow morning, everybody, at 10 a.m. Pacific time, we will start the U.S. Open 10 ball. Don't know who our first match will be. Of course, when we get on the air in the morning, we'll post that up for you because I don't think the draw's been done. But nevertheless, that kicks off tomorrow.
Got a very strong field of players. I think there's about 75 or 80 players in that tournament.
Right. Look at this break. They're still falling.
Wow.
We made half of them.
5 balls down on the break, and he's got a shot at the 5 ball.
I wonder if he's dead straight on this or not. Maybe we can.
It's got a slight angle.
He doesn't need much.
Yeah.
But he may draw it all the way back and play the 8 in the corner. I like that. There's a good 2 inches between the 8 and the point, so there's plenty of room for the cue ball to hit and bounce out. Stay right there.
Good view of Mike Dechaine down on that ball.
Yeah. You see, he hit that into the middle diamond, and the pocket still took it.
Well, like you said, this table is going to become less forgiving as the week progresses.
Well, when you play 5 ball, it doesn't take long, does it? So anyway, tomorrow, U.S. Open 10 ball begins 10 a.m. and our schedule is every 2 hours. So it looks like as long as we're on our time frame, 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, and 8 p.m. Our match times for the next 3 days.
They will be relatively brief races to 10. Well, again, the alternate break, though.
Yeah, same rules as we're playing here. Alternate break, call ball in pocket, and player option for an illegally pocketed ball.
Well, the cue ball gets bounced around a few times, and again, Shane comes up empty. So right now, Mike Dechaine is breaking better. Pretty difficult cluster of balls here. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that 2 ball. He may be looking to shoot off the 3.
Yeah, because he's got the natural path to go right over there and get right underneath the 2. But if he plays the 2 in the side off the 3, he's got to move the cue ball forward, so he'll have a shot on the 2, on the 3. Now he might be trying to bump it. He was trying to actually play shape for the 2 in that corner.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
Yes, he was. We may see a safety here.
Well, he could easily. Well, he's not going to do
he
that.
He can go 3 rails around the table.
Yeah, but he could also bank the 2 out and drag him right into the 3-8. Lock him in there.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking
I like
about.
that better. That makes the kick tougher.
Well, let's see which option he takes. Yeah, he's going your way, I believe. He's going to stick the cue ball up there by the 3.
Again, he
he
called it because
okay.
he had an automatic 2-way shot.
I don't know about this shot because if he tries to shoot the 3 up here in the corner, the cue ball's going in the side pocket. I don't think he can duck the side here.
I don't think so either. He may have to just draw back behind the 8 and play safe. He could play the 3-10 and play safe, call the 10 ball combination, and drag him behind the 8 Hasn't called anything yet.
Is he playing a 10 ball?
He'd have to call it if he did. I think he was playing safe all the way
Yeah,
there.
yeah, he just...
Now, if that goes in, he's going to have to shoot. He knows. See, now that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, where that ball is illegally pocketed because he did not call it. So what that means is Shane now has the option to take the shot or pass it back. And as you can see, obviously, he'll pass it back. And that's just, that's just bad luck. There's, nothing else he can say about that.
Well, he shot the ball there. He could have been a little bit more careful with where he was shooting that ball.
You can't. Yeah, but you can't be thinking in your head, geez, I better not make this 3 in the side off the 5. Come on. That's just a bad roll. But
I can't totally agree with you there, Ken. I'm sorry. This is one time where, you got to take everything into consideration because the only person controlling those balls is the guy shooting them.
Well, I realize that.
Yeah. And obviously it was a low percentage to make it like that, but the possibility existed. He had a lot of room that he could play safe. Anyway, he should hit this ball, but no telling where he's going after that. He's going to give up a shot here. Well, this is not the easiest cut shot. Shane's got a stretch way. Of course, this is not a long stretch for Shane.
He doesn't even have to stretch.
Yeah. He's down on it pretty good.
I think he wants to go around the 5.
Yeah, just hit it kind of soft. Ooh, watch out. Ooh, look what happened to him.
Pool gods.
Yeah, the pool gods even things out there.
Yeah.
You could call that a bad roll, but obviously when you're shooting that cue ball in the direction of the side pocket, bad things can happen.
Yeah, that one was a lot more, on Shane than what happened to Mike, being on Mike. But nevertheless...
yeah, he wanted to come short of the side pocket and go around the 5.
Yeah. But, just from a frame of mind standpoint, with Mike getting right back to the table 1 inning later in this rack, it means he's not going to sit over there and stew about what happened to him, because we know that Mike sometimes, gets in his own head pretty rough when things don't go his way.
He's about to take the lead in this match.
Well,
as you can see, not every game is going to be runouts. There is going to be strategy involved in this match.
we hope you enjoyed over the last couple of days being able to watch some of the BCA Pool League action and the USA Pool League, and then we had the ladies 9-ball open singles final earlier today. Young Taylor Hansen just put on a clinic. She won the first set 4-0, and the second set she lost the first game and then won 4 straight games, and bingo, done. 45 minutes.
I hear she's quite the player.
16-year-old ladies champion.
Yeah.
She won the 10-ball division at the U.S. bar table.
Well, I think between the U.S. Open 10-ball and U.S. Open 8-ball, we're going to see some more of the amateur leagues.
Yeah,
I
we
think
got
the
2 days.
Matches.
We have teams, singles, maybe some Scotch doubles.
Well, Mike went from making 5 balls to no balls. Jump cues allowed.
Yes. Yes.
Shane's got his little small spear out here. This guy jumps the balls as good as anybody.
Got to be careful the cue ball isn't bouncing when it hits the 1, because it can hop up on the rail. Nothing to it.
Perfect position on the 2. That was kind of an elementary jump shot for Shane. He needs to be challenged with at least jumping over 2 or 3 balls.
Now this is going to be pretty quick here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. See you later. He doesn't have to play the 6-10, but it's just sitting so pretty with where the 5 is. I would be really surprised if he did other than that. And also, Jay, it's noticeable that unlike last night's challenge match where Corey and Jason were kind of having just fun for about the first 3 quarters of the match before it got serious, this got serious after the lag. Because you could see how upset Mike was a couple games ago when he you know, that ball kissed in off the side, off the 5 in the side. He pounded his fist on the table. And Shane obviously not too happy about the dry breaks.
Yeah, you can see that serious look on Mike's face. Well, this is a little bit more of a rivalry here. Yeah. Well, I mean, Mike is fighting for respect all the time. And he'd get a lot of respect if he won this match.
Well, I don't think he's going to lose any respect if he doesn't win the match, though, Jay. But I do know what you're saying. It'd be a nice scalp to take.
Mike Dechaine would like nothing more than to be the #1 player in the United States. And this is the way you do it. You win matches like this.
Against the #1 player.
Yeah. Of course, he's got a ways to go to dethrone Shane. Shane has set quite a high standard for other American players. What is it, 3 straight U.S. Opens, World Pool Masters. I think the only real chink in Shane's resume is Mosconi Cups. He just can't seem to book a winner there.
Well, arguably, he's come up against, you know, Team Europe at its absolute finest. Shane first appeared on the Mosconi Cup in 2007, and he's been on the team ever since. And it was around 06, 07 when Europe really started to, you know, put their foot down a little bit on Team USA. And then when Johan took over the captaincy, and they went on the six-year winning streak.
I think Shane's been on, yeah, I think Shane's been on one winning team, 2009.
2009, at the MGM.
Nice break there.
Yeah, looked like he kind of increased the force a little bit there on that break.
Yeah, that cue ball hopped pretty good. This match will start to get intense after somebody gets like halfway there. But I will agree with you, there's a higher level of intensity already in this match than there was last night. I mean, there was a lot of laughing and joking between the two, between Jason and Corey, until it got down to like the last 5 or 6 games. Perfect position on the 2. It's kind of fun to watch and see how good this game can be played. Not many of us play this way on a bar table, or a small table, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to call it the Diamond the Smart Table. You know where that name derived from, don't you, Ken?
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as I know, it was due to the mechanism in the table to allow you to put 5 coins in it and play for 30 minutes and before it would shut down.
And the fact that you could use a normal cue ball and not a special cue ball.
Right, yeah.
This is the Diamond Smart Table, the ultimate 7-foot table.
I think what's also making it, that much more fun to watch is the equipment basically is the same as the Diamond 9-foot tables with the Pro Cut 4.5-inch pockets, same cloth, same balls, same rails, everything. So it's simply just the size of the table. But it's not like the pockets are easier.
Shane's back in the lead, 6-5.
Yeah,
he's got a shot here, but I don't know what he can do with the one ball. What's he calling?
Cross side, I think. Is that what he said?
I don't know what he's doing.
I mean, maybe called the 5 ball. I don't know.
I think he's playing safe. I think he's just going to shoot bank the one into the middle of the end rail and send the cue up table. Let's see. I just don't see a shot here. I don't see. He's calling this.
He's calling. Unless he's going to try to make it off the 5 underneath it.
That's what he did. That's exactly what he did. But that's what it is. He's playing a safety at the same time. It was a two-way shot.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he wouldn't have been happy if he made that one, would he? He'd have no shot at the 2. Meanwhile, Mike's going to have a problem getting to this one ball.
Yeah, that's for darn sure.
I don't see a path. I just don't see a path. I'm not sure he does either.
He'd have to masse around the 10 and the 7.
Exactly.
Or if he can get between the 9 and the 10, and then spin it.
That's what he's trying. He's trying exactly what you said, Ken. Wants to put extreme left English. It's going to be close. Wow, what a hit. What a hit. What a hit.
It was a superb hit. He sold out, but, I mean, what are you going to do there? You got to do everything you can to hit the ball.
You don't want to give up ball in hand. This is actually the best instruction in the world, watching pool played properly. All you people out here watching, when you get done watching this match, just go to your table and see if you can duplicate what you see here. A little tricky position here. Yeah, he's got to be very careful in this 5 ball. He does not want to get on top of it. He did not want to get on top of that 10 ball.
He's not on top of it. There's a gap, Jay. He can get his Q-tip anywhere on the cue ball, I believe. He's going to be able to use a level cue here. What he doesn't like is how big an angle he's got, because he doesn't want to have to really hit this with a lot of force and go over and back.
I think he's got to.
I think he does too.
But you're right. He got his cue down there. Oh, he's soft. He shot it soft. He's got a pretty severe cut, but I don't think that's a problem for Shane Van Boening.
Not when you're that close to the object ball, too. Good shot there of Mike, and you can see he is in standard Mike Dechaine I ain't happy mode because things didn't go my way every rack. But you know what? That's the competitor in Mike. And I respect him greatly for his competitiveness.
I think he really believes that anything Shane can do, he can do just as well.
Well, you'd have to have that mindset in order to become the player he's become.
Game number 7 for Shane Van Boening. We are going to 21. That's the 21 you see right in the middle of that scoring segment at the bottom of the screen. That's the way you'll always know the length of these matches, whatever number you see in that little block there.
And this is the Tiger Challenge, presented to you by Tiger Products, right here at the National 8-Ball Championships for the BCA Pool League. Let's watch the side pockets here. Yeah, 8 in the side. Okay, he's worked out the kinks on his break, but he needs to start controlling the cue ball a little bit better.
Not so sure how well he can see this one. I mean, he can see the edge of it, whether he'll bank it or cut it. he's taking a good look at this.
I think he's got a lot of the one ball, but I think he's going to cut it in the corner.
Probably his most difficult shot of the match so far, right here.
Yeah. I'm not sure if does he have enough of the ball to bank it cross corner.
Yeah, he could control the cue ball better that way.
Well, sure he could, but he's not called it cross corner.
No.
So that tells me he's going to slice it.
Yeah, he's taking a little time on this.
Look at his right arm. Look at the muscles in his forearm, in Shane's forearm. That's, you know, just from holding the cue. I mean, he's got a set of guns on him too, boy.
Nope. He's human. He missed. And unfortunately, Mike is blocked by that 9-ball. He's going to have to go rail first on this one.
He is, but I do believe that Shane played it that way. You know, he didn't play to miss, but he selected that shot because he knew he had an opportunity not to sell out if he didn't make the ball. Whereas if he banked it, Jay, he was probably going to sell out, at least where Mike could safe him back real good.
Yeah, I think he was a little fortunate, too, to come out like this. I mean, he could have easily left him a shot at the one.
Yeah, I agree. Got a little fortunate, but he did play the cue ball in that area.
Mike's playing safe here. He's going to try to kick the one up table and leave the cue ball.
Better watch out. This don't go in either.
Oh my God! He made a ball again.
He did it again. Yeah, Shane's not going to take this. Well,
will Mike jump this ball? I'm not so sure.
Well, he can jump over the 5, but I think the 4 is going to impede it a little bit. That's what he's more worried about is the 4, not the 5.
Doesn't he have a jump cue?
Yeah, he's just taking some practice swings, see how it feels.
Well, if he wants to kick off the side rail, he's going this route. No jump cue, full cue jump.
Well, because he's got to go more distance. Yeah, that was what I was afraid of, was the 4 was going to get right in the way. But once again, Mike with a disgusted look on his face.
Disgusted with his bad luck, but again, he played that shot, and he knew the danger there. I think he played a good shot. He was just unfortunate in that he kicked the ball in.
Oh, now wait a minute. You're the same guy that 2 games ago told me when he did it and it went in off the 5 that it was his fault because he put it there. Now you can't sit on both sides of the fence, Mr. H.
Well, he was he was definitely responsible for the outcome of that shot. No question about it. But that one, yeah, you're right. I'm a hypocrite. I admit it. Well, Mike briefly had the lead in this match, and now Shane is going to be 3 games ahead.
Mike had him 3-1, and remember after Shane made a mistake on his own break?
Right. We're still early in this match, relatively early.
Yeah, but I also think that we're at a point right now where Mike has to be very, very strong and very careful not to let Shane grab another 2 or 3 games and all of a sudden it's a 6-game lead. You know, you're right, there's a long time to go, but you don't want your opponent to get too far out in front of you where you're playing from behind and having to exert so much energy that when you finally do catch him, you don't have enough left in the tank to go by him.
Well, with alternate break, a 5 or 6 game lead is a huge lead. Not the same as when it's winter break and you can string some racks together.
Your ability to come back is minimized. And you can see Mike's letting everything bother him now. Doesn't get a shot after the break. Okay.
Well, that's to his detriment. Because you got to control your emotions in this game. He's pushing out.
Yeah, he's going to move the 2 and leave Shane straight in on the 1 and on the rail where he can't get back on the 2 from here.
I don't think Shane's going to pass this one back.
I don't think he is either. I think he will probably might try to pocket it and then play safe.
I think he's just going to roll it in nice and slow.
Well, maybe he's going to try to play a 210 billiard after this.
Yeah, I was looking
if he's
at
not
that,
on the rail.
I was looking at that, but wow, you see? That pocket will reject the ball. So this time Mike's safety play was good. It was a push out, but it was a safe type push out.
Right.
It worked for him. Will he take advantage of it? That's the question. I mean, everything's really out in the open. The 5 and 6 are tied up, but the 6 goes in the corner.
He's got to be careful here. He doesn't come 3 rails and scratch or 2 rails and scratch, and he didn't. He took good care with that, and he wound up with a good angle to go through the gap between the 9 and the 10, and down there for the 3. It looks like he can miss the 8 ball with the cue ball. I think he can. His target is like the 7 ball.
Yeah, but he's going to end up shooting that 3, 5, 6 combination, I think.
Yeah, but I mean that's. Well, he couldn't avoid missing the 8.
Well, he was using the 8 ball there to stop the cue ball. Now he's got a pretty severe angle on this 3.
Yeah, the only advantage is that he really doesn't need to play shape. He's going to draw the cue ball into the 5-6 because he knew he could he knew he'd pocket a ball if he did that. But again, watch how quick he's going to hit this. Yeah.
He just framed that one.
Yeah. You know, this is you know.
Well,
I hate to say it, but it's, you know, the truth. I mean, this is pretty typical of Mike's demeanor when things don't go his way.
Meanwhile, it's an indication of how important it is to hit the ball when you're hooked, because he didn't give up a lot to Shane here. Shane could miss right now, and he did. That doesn't count. It's going to be Mike's shot. I always say that when you're hooked, make sure you hit the ball, because half the time you're not going to give up a good shot.
That's right. You make a good hit, good things can happen for you.
What you don't want to do is give up ball in hand. And even though Mike was frustrated, he did hit the ball, and it worked out for him.
Kind of a big swing here from going to be a possible 4-game lead is going to be a 2-game lead.
Yeah, a big change in attitude, too. All of a sudden, his demeanor changed.
Well,
he says, wait a second.
It might be temporary.
Until the next setback?
Yeah.
Okay. I think every table should have a little hook to hang that magic rack on. They shouldn't have to keep moving it around on the rail.
Well, they did try that at one event a year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
And they actually put the little hook on the light.
Really?
Now here, you know, I mean on the other tables where the light is reachable.
Right.
And I don't know, you know, why they hadn't done it again. Maybe the hooks fell off, or maybe it just wasn't something that they wanted to put
Are they using magic racks on all the tables?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's mandatory.
I see. Shane scratched on the break. But he's been flirting with that side pocket on every break.
Look at this. He has no pocket for the 1 ball anywhere.
Yeah, but the good news is he's got ball in hand, and he can tie up Shane pretty good here. He can stick him right on that 3 ball. Nice camera work. Shane is going to be kicking at this 1 ball soon.
Yeah, the 1 should be up here behind the 10, and the cue ball should be frozen to the 3. You want to take the side rails away from Shane, and he's done that. He also put the 1 near the 10 for a possible, combination or a carom. I mean, it didn't wind up that way, but that's why Mike played it there. But see, by freezing him to the red ball, how he has taken the side rails away from Shane's ability to kick. And this is, I think Shane's got to tie something up here. And but he'll be on 2 coming back the next time if he does. He's going to push the 6 into the 2.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to help him here because I think Mike may play this billiard from the 1 to the 10. He may just shoot the 10 right now. He's going to take a look at it. First, he's going to get that rack out of the way.
I think it all depends on whether or not he can play another lock-up safety and open the 2-6 with the 1 ball. If he can't, then he might look at what you said.
Yeah,
but
he's thinking of 3 fouling him. He wants to put the cue ball right against that 4.
Right.
If he can freeze the cue ball to the 4, it's going to make it really difficult for Shane.
Especially if the 1's where the 8 is. He did it. That's twice in a row he's done it.
And look what he did. He tied up the 1 ball against the 8. He made 3 fouls Shane. And that's not an easy thing to do. I can't remember the last time I saw Shane get 3 fouled.
Well, he's not on 2 yet, but he's going to be.
Well, didn't he scratch on the break?
Oh, that's right. He did. Did Mike warn him?
I think he knows he's on 2. Let's see what happens here, because there's a good chance he's going to foul for the 3rd time.
Yeah. I forgot about the scratch on the break, Jay.
I would assume they both know that Shane's on 2, but let's see.
Oh, you can be sure Mike knows, and if Mike knows, he told him.
Well, we're going to find out soon. Ken's going to run down and call this hit because it's so close. I just don't see how Shane can hit this ball. He hit it, but it's a foul. Oh my God. Dechaine does not know that he's won the game already. Kenny, this is funny. This is really funny. He doesn't know that he won the game.
Yeah, and I couldn't tell him. I couldn't say anything.
I know. Well, all you people out there, this is a monumental error.
Shane did break and scratch, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Scratched right in the side.
Yeah.
So he scratched. Then Mike saved him.
And
then he tied up the 2 balls for the foul.
He's fouled 3 times in a row. He's going for 4. This is can you think we'll have a 4 foul game? It's been a long time since I've seen one of those. Maybe Mike should win 2 games. Let's see what he says. Now he says you're on 2. Actually, he's on 3. He fouled 3 times already. This will be 4, JP. You ever seen a 4 foul game? Lord. Well, you see everything in pool. Maybe Shane can hit this one. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be fun? Oh my God, he hit it. Oh my God. And the 3 foul game continues. Sometimes I just love pool. See something new all the time. Nice shot, Mike. Nice shot. Boy, he made a beautiful shot to break out that 2 ball. Nice, good applause. Well, Ken, we see something new all the time.
I'm still just shocked. I'm speechless
well,
here.
You and me both. But I think it's funny. I was saying, you see something new all the time. Meanwhile, Mike may just win this game anyway. He may.
Does he get credit for it twice if he makes the 10 ball?
If Shane didn't hit that ball, I'd say it's going to be the first 4 foul game I've ever seen. I have never seen a 4 foul game. Mike may play this combination. I'm not sure. Do you think he'll play the 4-10 here? Yeah, that's what he's playing for. He's lined up on it good.
Yeah, he's as good as he could get on it.
Yeah, he's dead straight. Dead straight. So it turns out it didn't make any difference. Mike won the game anyway. It'll be something, an interesting talking point later.
I've already written it down for the interview questions.
Yeah, ask him. Did you know that? We know. They don't know. Somebody came over to tell us that Shane fouled 3 times, but. Meanwhile, Mike pulls within 1 game. And his Fargo rating now is a lofty 19%. I don't think Mike would like to know that.
Well, I'm not going to tell him until the match is over, that's for sure.
No, I don't think he'd like to know that he's a 19% favorite in the match. Wow, look at this break. Look at this break. But what's he got? The 2 balls all the way down here on the end rail.
He's got nothing but a safety. Feather the 2 or cross it and go behind the 10.
It's a little bit tricky from this distance, I'll tell you.
He may just bunt it, and put it on one side of the 9-10 and put the cue ball on the other.
I mean, he could potentially push out, but I don't think he wants to push out with Shane. Not in this spot. He's going to try to do something. Come really thin off the edge of the 2 ball. Real thin. You got to hit this very delicately. Like that. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. That's going to work. That's going to work. Excellent safety there by Mike Dechaine. Only a smattering of applause, but I'll tell you what, he made a good shot there. He put Shane in jeopardy right here. This is not an easy one to hit because where Shane needs to hit on the rail is where the side pocket is.
Well, I think he can take care of that, but he's not going to get much movement after contact.
He's going short of the side. Yeah, he got it okay. Actually, it worked out pretty good for Shane. But I think Mike is going to bank this ball.
He's absolutely going to bank it and go down there behind the 5.
He's almost a favorite to make this ball.
Well,
did he call it? Maybe he's thinking safety again.
Yeah, but I think he's got a 2-way shot unless it's too much of a cut to get the cue ball behind the 5 where you're on the 3.
Yeah, he called it. He called the bank.
Yeah.
Put his hand on the pocket. He's not going to scratch because the 5 blocks that corner pocket. No, he hit it high. Yeah, you're right. It was a 2-way shot. If he made it, good, and if he missed it, Shane can kind of like shoot a half messe to hit this 2 ball. Yeah. But after that, it's questionable what he's going to give up.
Right. He wants to more than just hit it. He wants to do so with some purpose.
He's not masseing. He's just shooting at the edge of the ball.
Yeah, he's going to use the 9-10.
I think he got him. I think he got him. Yeah. Mike can only see the bottom edge of the 2.
Well, yeah, it looks like he's got a little piece of it, but I actually like a 2-rail kick here, Jay. You can send the 2 down table and put the cue ball on the short rail here, maybe middle of the short rail.
Yeah, you want to, if you're going to go 2, I don't like this. This is risky because if he comes off the edge of the 2, the cue ball may scratch in the corner.
I think maybe he's looking to see if he's got enough to bank it or make it.
I don't think so. I like the 2-rail kick. If you hit the bottom of the 2 goes up table and the 1 stays down here. Wow, it looks like he's shooting straight at this ball.
Does he want to thin it and bring the cue ball back where it is now?
This is a risky shot.
Sure it is.
Yeah, he thought better of it just now. Remember, his first instinct was to shoot 2 rails at it. We saw him lined up that way. And I believe you got to trust your first instinct.
Yeah, That's what they say.
Well, there he's back to that, which is a good idea. All you want to do here is go 2 rails and hit the bottom of the 2 ball. You don't want to hit the side. You don't want to hit the top.
Yeah, you actually want to hit it on the number 2. And see, he did hit it on the number 2.
This will be all right. This will be all right. I don't think, he didn't give up anything to Shane, except Shane's going to have to play another safety.
Yeah, but he's going to stick him right there, and the 5's going to block Mike from hitting the 2 ball.
I told you guys we're going to have some safety battles. It's not going to be all run-out pool.
I'll tell you, that's a really kind of below par effort right there from Shane Van Boening to not completely hide Mike from the deuce.
Yeah, he wanted to send the deuce up far enough that the 5 was a blocker. Mike conceivably could bank this ball cross side, but I don't think that's what he wants to do. Yeah, this is the tricky part. He's got to jack right up over the top of this 3 ball. That's the good thing that Shane did. He made it very hard for Mike to cue on this ball. Thus, his control is not going to be as good. Wow. He played that too, just in case, but I don't think he expected to make it. He surprised himself with that bank. He's a little too close to the 3 to cut it in. What do you think, Ken? Just come as thin as you can off the 3 and send the cue ball up table? Yeah.
I would try to use the 8 as the blocker here.
I'm not so sure he can do that, though.
If he's
I think the cue ball is going to run into that 9 ball.
Yeah, well, I'd come to the short rail and then go up behind the 8. I don't know that he can hold it behind the 9-10.
He's not going to get a
no
rail.
rail
That's
either.
Yeah, he ran right into the 9 ball. That stopped the progress of the cue ball and gave Shane ball in hand. 6 balls on the table. This is the longest game of the match so far. Game number 9 for Shane Van Boening. He's got a narrow 2-game lead. And I believe Shane's breaking. He breaks on the even games. If you add up the total, 9 and 7, 16. Anytime it's an even number, Shane will be breaking. Anytime it's an odd number, Mike will be breaking. That's the easiest way to remember whose turn it is to break. And if it's neither even nor odd, then I'll break. How's that, Ken? I got a laugh out of you, man. It's not easy to do that, but I got a laugh out of you.
That's just because I've heard all the jokes. There's nothing new. That was funny. That's better. Both balls in the side.
Wow, look at this. The table sprung a leak.
Yeah, he only made 4 of them.
4 balls down. He got kicked back for a little bit of a long shot. The position.
He's going to have to play for the bank on the 4, I think, Jay. He's just going to go ahead and make this ball and bank the 4.
I don't think so. I think he's going to go forward and try to go all the way to the end rail and back up for the 4. Yeah, he's going to put a little stroke on it.
You were right.
Yeah, remember, this is Shane Van Boening. He'll get up there and hit that ball if he has to. Right on this shot, same thing. Forward, back up for the 5. Not that he couldn't bank that ball if he had to, that 4 ball, but that happens to be one of Shane's strengths, is his banking ability. We haven't seen much of it this match just because both these guys have played such good position. Doesn't take long when you make 4 balls on the break. break. You know, I just saw online, Ken, it's only like $59 to buy this feed for the whole duration of the tournament. That's a bargain.
The total access package.
Yeah,
oh
that's
yeah,
a bargain.
It's a great deal. It's a great deal. We hope more of our great CSI customers will take advantage of it.
We got 8 more days of pool here, folks. I mean, if you buy the total package, you're paying like $6 a day. I'll tell you, if you guys don't already know, we got a strong Filipino contingent here. Like 6 of the top players, including Dennis Orculio, Warren Kiamco, Roberto Gomez, Jeff Ignacio. Well, I'm not so sure. This is gonna. They may ask you to come out and watch this shot, but yeah, he did. He did. Mike looked up here. Ken's got to watch this hit on the 1 ball here because it's real tight. You've got most of the top American players here. The best bar table players are here, like Skylar Woodward, Oscar Dominguez, Brandon Schuff. I think Scott Frost is here. I haven't seen him, but I believe he's entered. Of course, these 2 guys right here. Darren Appleton's here, Thorsten Homan. I mean, come on. You can't ask for more than that. That's Kenny Schumann. Always dapperly dressed. Wow, what a hit that was. And he called the 2 ball? Come on. I'm a little stunned by that one. Ken, tell me something. Did he call the 2 ball?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the 2 was not dead, but the 1 and 2 were frozen. The angle he was coming in at it off the 3rd rail was throwing it exactly the direction it needed to be thrown, but the whole shot was about speed.
And making a good hit.
If he hit that softer, it would have thrown too much. If he hit it harder, it would, he just had to execute every aspect of that shot perfectly.
I think that one belongs on the highlight reel.
Oh, that was a great shot. And that was the only way he could kick because he was right on top of the 4 ball.
You made a good call there because that was a close hit.
Well, the way he was coming in at it, it was actually fairly easy to call because if the 6 moved, it was a foul, and if it didn't, it was good.
That's the voice of an experienced referee, folks. Because I guarantee you there's some refs that might not have been in the right place to call that one.
Well, you know, Jay, I always tell people I got a 50-50 shot of getting it right every time.
Yeah, but somehow you get it right like 99 out of 100. And that ain't 50-50.
Yeah, but when I mess them
Jennifer
up.
Beretta, one of the stars of the Hustlers, is here. So we got 2 Hustler stars. I enjoyed that TV show, by the way.
Tim's going to put the camera on Beretta.
There's Jennifer Beretta. Boy, she's a beauty, isn't she? Too bad she's married. God darn it.
I'm not sure if she wasn't, you would be the next in line. But
Ken, come on. Patronize me a little bit. Give me some hope. Not only is she beautiful, she's a great pool player. Look at this break. How many did he make here? Only 3? Oh, boy.
Meanwhile, in basically a blink of an eye, Shane's going to have a 5-game lead when at 8-7, that's when Mike
Failed
got
to
the
tell
no
him.
rail.
Yeah.
No, was that? I don't know if that was the 3-foul game.
Yeah.
The 4-foul game.
Yeah. He should have tied the matchup.
But Mike won that game anyway.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
It was 8-6,
and then he made it 8-7.
Right, and then in the next game, I think was the game where Mike got the no rail after the good shot on the 2.
Right.
And it's been all Shane for the last 3 racks.
And that's only been a blink of the eye. Love the way Shane moves that cue ball around. Well, we're moving right along here. I see Jason Shaw perusing the proceedings. Okay, we're going to get a break right now. Mike is taking a break.
All right, and I think we'll do the same, so timeout for us. We'll be back.
Here we go. Mike Dechaine to break. He's trailing 7 games to 12. We're going to 21, folks. Nice break there. One of his better breaks, although he's already had a break in this match. He didn't see it in 5 balls. Both these guys are deadly. When they make the ball in the break and they go for the shot, they just run water. He's going to come down and play this 3-5 combo. Be a little careful. Be sure he leaves himself a shot on the 3 next. He did that. Stretch here. I think both players shoot equally well. It's some of the finer points of the game, like that great kick shot that Shane made where he made the 2-ball and ran out the rack, where Shane may have a little bit of an edge. I mean, when you see him run out, it looks the same. Shane jumps the balls better, no question, and he probably kicks a little better. Mike wins game number 8. This match is also being shown on 2 giant screens in this ballroom, and I see people with chairs watching this because the coverage is just beautiful here. Shane made a ball on the break, but he doesn't have a good shot at the 1-ball here. Nice little safety there. Mike's just going to try and tie some balls up here. I don't think he can. I don't see how. Yeah, he can't hit the 1. Trying to tie the 10-ball up in the 3. It did it pretty effectively. Shane's going to get ball in hand.
Yeah, but the 3 goes in the right-hand corner. And the 2 will get him there. Does he have a pocket for the 1?
He may be. Let's see. Yeah, he can shoot that 1 in that corner.
Two in the corner, follow up for the 3.
Yeah, this is another area where Shane has a little bit of an edge over Mike. Shane's cue ball control is a little bit superior. He stops that cue ball on a dime, time after time.
Well, he's deciding whether he wants to play the 5-8 or go try to get on the 5. I kind of like the 5-8 because there's so much room to put the cue ball there. And I think that's his path too. 2 rails around for the 5-8, Jay.
Yeah. That's what he was looking at. See, this one, cue ball speed is so important, and he just played perfect cue ball speed.
Well, that was a nice little friendly bump there on the 5 the second time.
Slide the cue ball over for that 6 ball next. Yeah, he fell a little short. He wanted to be a little bit further on that 9 ball. I don't think it's really a problem for Shane, though. And it wasn't. Game number 13 in the books for Shane Van Boening.
You know,
pardon me?
I was going to say another 1 or 2 racks for Shane, and he's going to be smelling the finish line.
Jerry Forsyth stopped by to visit our booth.
Yeah,
Excellent commentator.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I think I might ask Jerry to sit in for a little bit here, maybe depending on how rapidly this thing progresses in the next 30 minutes or so.
A little bit might be the end of this match.
Well, it very well could.
Yeah, we still got a little ways to go, folks.
Oh, boy, he almost got kicked in a second time.
Made a ball in the break, and I think he can shoot the one. Yeah, he can shoot the one in the corner.
Well, it's a question of I think he's got just the littlest bit of an angle to get that cue ball off the rail. Yeah, he's got to pop it out, Jay. That's a sweet little stroke to utilize in a situation like that. It's not easy to execute either. He made it look simple, but it really isn't.
Yeah, he made that cue ball jump sideways, and he hit it perfectly.
Yeah. Corey uses that shot a lot, too. Nice handy weapon to have in your arsenal, let me tell you.
Well, Mike needs to have a jump cue. I know that. If he doesn't have one, he should.
Oh, I'm sure he has one. I think when he used his long cue on that one jump shot, Jay, it's because he had to jump so far with the cue ball. It had to travel 3 or 4 feet. Remember, it landed on the 4 ball?
Right.
And I think that's why he used that longer cue to get a little extra length on the jump.
Okay, that makes sense.
As opposed to having to just get it up real quick and have it come down.
But I've seen guys with jump cue jump like the length of the table.
Well, sure. But I guess it's all a question of what you're comfortable with. Now, Mike's also not a tall man either. So sometimes just...
Easy can, because he's taller than me. No, actually, I think we're all about the same height. We're all vertically challenged. Was saying earlier before you came back to the booth, Mike runs out just as good as Shane, but it's the fine points of the game where Shane really has the edge. His safety play, his kicking, and of course his cue ball control is par excellence.
Yeah, I think you summed that up pretty well there, Jay.
Because if the balls are out in the open, Mike's going to run out just as good as Shane.
Absolutely.
Well, he's hanging in there. He's not letting Shane get away from him.
No, but he can't afford to keep trading games.
Well,
he needs turnovers, which means dry break by Shane or unforced error by Shane. And if you're relying on that to win a match, good luck to you. But he's he's got to have some help.
In a normal match, race to 21, winner breaks, a 4-game lead is not a huge lead. But when you're playing alternate breaks, that's a good lead.
Well, there's the very first thing that Mike needed.
Dry break. I mean, all Mike can do if he wants to shoot the one is bank it back in the corner, and that's what he's thinking about. Do I want to go for this bank shot, or do I want to play safe? I didn't hear him call any pockets.
Not yet. The only reason I kind of think the bank might be the shot is the 7 will stop the cue ball right there, and you'll have access to the deuce. If he plays it safe, he can't get much movement out of the balls.
Looks like he's just going to put the one up there past the 6.
Where's he going, behind the 3?
Shane's going to be able to see it. Shane can see it. That was a failed safety by Mike. And like you said, that's one of those opportunities he needed to take advantage of.
Yeah, that might have been the time to get a little aggressive, try to steal the game. You know, it's unlikely you're going to get 2-3 innings a game against this guy.
That's another thing that I mentioned earlier. Another edge Shane has over Mike is he banks better. Look at how good he cuts the balls. But Shane would have probably banked that one ball. I
think he would have too.
Yeah.
Well, it won't go by the 8, so he's got to back cut it in the lower left if he wants to play it, and then he's got to flirt with the 6 ball, with the cue ball, and I think he's going to run right into the 6.
Well, we know he's going to shoot this 2 ball.
If he misses the 6, he'll just come around. But
you called it.
Yeah.
You called it. He wanted to hit that 6 ball, and he did.
Mm-hmm.
You are watching the premier American player the last 10 years right here, and he's at his peak right now. I mean, he's playing as good now as he's ever played in his life.
And you know what's scary? He's going to get better.
He doesn't really have to get any better. He can maintain this speed right here.
Yeah, but he's going to. I mean, he's 31 years old, and most players of his caliber, they peak in their mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to fade this guy for 20 more years minimum.
Well, the thing that's going to stop him is I think that at some point he's going to opt out a little bit. He's taking care of his future pretty well financially, and I don't think he wants to keep playing when he's 50 years old. In conversations that we've had, he would like to retire at 40 in another 9 years,
well,
and he may be able to. You know, if Shane had his druthers, you know what he'd be doing every day, Ken?
Fishing.
Hunting and fishing.
Yep.
Hunting and fishing. He's a outdoors man.
I've seen some pictures he's shown me of him ice fishing.
Shane once again extends his lead to 5 games. Jerry Forsythe is visiting with our booth right now. Jerry, are we up to snuff here? I mean, will we make the grade? Okay, barely. We're just hanging on by our fingernails. Jerry is one of the real premier commentators in professional pool. Well, Mike made a ball in the break, but going to have to play it safe on the 1 this time. He's got no pocket here. He's going to come off the top of the 1, go all the way down table, try to put the cue ball behind these balls. This one worked. This safety worked.
Well, it did, but it's not a hard ball to hit. As a matter of fact, excuse me, I think Shane will try to hit it 2 rails, and off the second rail, which will be the short rail, you want to catch it thin where the 1 won't go anywhere and the cue ball will come back down here.
Every game at this point becomes very critical for Mike Dechaine.
Well, he just wanted to tap it.
Talk about cue ball control.
He hooked him.
Talk about cue ball
Mike's
control.
got a kick at it.
Yeah,
Look at that safety from Shane from that distance at that speed.
Yeah, he's looking like he can see the edge of the ball. I guess so.
It's a great camera shot there. Good work, Tim.
That was an amazing kick shot Shane just made from that distance, I'll tell you. He can see the 1 this time. He can see the 1. Shane may kick behind the 1. No, he can't. He can't. He's got to shoot straight at it.
Yeah, but he can bank it up here and just use the 5 as the blocker. Just hit and stick.
Yeah, but I think the 1 ball might run into that 6 ball.
I don't know. Tim gave us a camera shot there before. Maybe we can have another look at it. I know Shane's kind of in his way, but just to see this path that he's got to the one if he can bank it straight out. See that, Jay? I think he can hit it full in the face and bank it straight out.
That's what he's looking at. That's what he's looking at. Does he have enough room to get by that 6 ball? It's a tight fit. He called the 6 and the side.
No, he called the 1 in the side. Maybe he's going behind it. No, off the 5, yeah. Which I still don't understand.
Well, turned out to be a real good safety.
Well, I think the call in the side was just more for,
just in case.
Yeah, just in cases. I think that thing turned out exactly the way he planned it.
Mike's going to go 2 rails and kick behind the 1.
Gotta watch the scratch. Can't hit this too hard.
I'm not so sure Shane has a window for this 1 ball.
No way.
No, he doesn't.
No.
This is a tricky kick shot. I mean, you know he's going to hit the ball.
Yeah, he'll come right across the face of it.
Got to hit this one just right, though. Look at this. Look at this delicate touch. Look at this delicate touch. He hit that one like a 1-pocket safety.
That was a really good shot there by Mike, but he might have left him the ball. But Mike really played good speed there.
I think Shane's going to have to go rail first to hit this one.
Yeah, and if he does that, he can't get on the 2. He can't stay there.
Good safety battle. This might be the best safety battle of the match so far. They've both done a good job.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's any advantage to trying to make this, but I think he's forced to shoot at it because there's no good safety and there's no good kick.
He's going to go rail first. He's trying to make the ball. Wow. Let me tell you something. That was not an easy shot.
No, and neither is what he's got now, but he had no he was forced to play that because there was nothing else he could do.
If he goes 2 rails at this, he'll call the 10 on the side, I think. Now
I like behind the 10 and back kick the deuce into the side or down the corner.
Yeah, he's calling the 2 in the side just in case. Look at that extreme left English. You can see it there. Well, this is really the first opening either player's had like in the last 4 or 5 innings.
Mm-hmm.
Mike's got a shot on the 2, but not the easiest shot. Boy, he hit it right in the center of the pocket. This one's going to turn out good for him. He's got the perfect angle from the 5 going down to the 6. He'd like to be a little further away from the 6 ball. He's a little tight with his position here, but he should be all right. He can spin this in with left English, kind of like that. Oh, he's working a little overtime this rack. He's cutting this ball back to his right. Turns the cue ball loose a little bit, though. And that's what happened. It all started because he got out of line on the 6, Ken.
Mm-hmm. Right you are, sir. And he's going to pay for it.
Instead of drawing back within 4 games, he's going to have his biggest deficit of the match. Shane's going to be 6 games ahead now, and we're kind of getting in the stretch drive here. Shane's got 15.
And the other thing is, too, Shane's in full-on Shane gear now. He's in his rhythm. You know.
Well, Mike's acting like the cue ball rolled funny, but I don't think so. He had a lot of room to play position there on that 6 ball, and he just got a little too close to it. I want to remind everybody, the U.S. Open 10 ball starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Going to be one good match after another. I think we're going to have 6 matches tomorrow.
6 each day. Yeah.
6 each day. Boy, you're going to see a lot of good pool tomorrow. Ooh, Shane almost scratched again. In fact, boy, he's really flirting with that side pocket. But once again, let's see, how many balls did he make? 2, 4, 6, 7. He made 3, and has a shot at the 1.
I'd like to be on the rail where the 1 is. Well, I guess he couldn't do that because I thought maybe he would take a shot to try to open the 410 with the deuce.
Yeah, he's got to do something with his 410.
Yeah, well, it's got to be now. He could do it off the 3. It just carries more risk.
I think he's trying to snap it back there. Look at that. Look at that. He did it. He used the 8 ball to break him up. But is he going to? Yeah, he can shoot the 3 on the side. Wow. You know what I always say, Ken? The good players get the rolls.
Yeah. The better you play, the luckier you get, right?
There you go. There you go. And Shane looks real lucky right now. He's a really confident pool player.
Well, he's a mere 5 games away from the finish line, and Mike isn't in double digits yet. Mike's got to beat Shane Van Boening 12-4 from here, playing 10-ball alternate break.
Take a look at those Fargo ratings. That's a little insulting, I think. 99-1. Come on, give the poor guy a chance.
Nice look there at Mike's cue, as Jay said earlier.
That's an OB.
Oh, an OB.
Yeah, he's a staff player now for OBQs. Great cue.
Well, they're a great company run by great people, too.
As are the sponsors of this arena. This is the Predator Arena. We didn't get a chance to mention some of our major sponsors, but Omega is an official store. Nice break there, Mike. Omega's official store for the BCA National Pool Championships. Well, he got, see, his positioning is not quite as good as Shane, but he should be all right here. He can go like that, 2-3 rails for position in the 5.
One of the keys to Mike's success over the past 7, 8, 9 years is he's such a great shot maker that if he does get out of line, he can usually overcome it. But he's going to need more than to win on his own break here.
I mean, you watch him shoot, and it doesn't look that much different than Shane, what he's doing, but look at the score. Look at the score.
Well, that's weak.
Yeah.
That's all right, but I mean, he wanted to be another foot at least.
Well, let's see if his good shot making can rescue him here. No problem. He just fired that ball right in the pocket like it was nothing, and this is game number 10. I want to see what his Fargo rating goes up after he gets to 10. You think it'll go to 2%?
Jerry, you want to sit in for a few minutes? Jay, I'm going to step out. I've got a couple of things to attend to here before the match is over, so I'm going to ask Jerry to sit in for me here for a little bit.
Sounds good to me.
All right, and I'll be back, of course, before it's over because we're going to do some post-match interviews with the guys. So, Jerry Forsyth coming up, guys.
Hey, here comes my road partner.
Hello, Jay. How are you,
How
buddy?
you doing, Jerry? How you doing?
Can't complain.
Well, what do you think about this match so far? You've been watching it.
Shane is really putting on a show. I mean, he's made a few errors with scratching on the brake twice, but other than that, he's really playing pool.
Look at this break shot. That cue ball is hanging in the jaws of the pocket.
Yeah, he can't hit the one from there.
He's
without
got
kicking.
to push out. He's looking like he can see the. I don't know why he wouldn't push out here.
I know, he looks like he can try and masse into it.
Yeah.
It's risky. Of course, he's taken a few risks in his life.
Shane hates to push out. He tries to shoot. No matter what the situation, he tries to come up with something.
Well, you know, if you're pushing out, you get the worst of it. Or you should get the worst of it. He's going to try and twist it.
Yeah, he's going to masse into the edge of the one. Play safe. Let's see how well he executes this shot. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
I don't blame him.
Shane, do you know that you're allowed to push out? Somebody tell this guy. Did you see that game where Shane fouled 3 times and Mike didn't know it?
Yes.
Shane
I was sitting in my chair going, why didn't he call it? Why didn't he call it?
He did not know. He forgot that Shane had scratched on the brake. Somebody told him when they took a timeout a little while ago. Somebody told Mike, and Mike said, "What?
Yeah, I know.
But he won. Mike did win that game anyway. So
yeah.
our esteemed director Stephen Kwan is nearby.
Well, I don't blame him for giving that one back.
I think Shane might be able to see the edge of the one ball.
You mean the left edge?
Yeah, the left edge.
I think he'll go off the rail and
Try to make
from
it?
the right. Yeah.
No, I think he.
Yeah, you're right. He sure is, because he wasn't putting any right English on it. Well, that worked out pretty well for him.
Mike taps his cue, but he's a little disgusted. He wants to get a good roll once in a while. He doesn't know this is all part of Shane's design. Nice thin hit there.
Yeah.
Well, we've started to have a few safety battles the last couple of games.
Boy, early in the match, I didn't think we were going to see any safeties.
Shane's playing a billiard on the 6 here.
Yeah. Boy, that didn't get him much, did it?
You think we'll see a 3-ball combination? The 1, the 7, the 5?
He's calling it. He's calling the 5. There is no angle of error on this. I mean, he's got to be dead on to make a 3-ball combo.
No problem. Swish.
There's dead on for you.
It's not getting any easier, but at least he can shoot straight at the pocket this time.
Yeah, if he makes this, the rest of the table's just going to lay out before him like a pretty baby.
He hit it perfect, Jerry. He hit it perfect.
He's been doing that all evening.
Now you see why this is the #1 player in the United States. He ran a rack that you can't run. Yeah, it looks like the 4, 4, 9. The 4 will go down towards the corner pocket. Oh, no, he had room. He had room.
I think Shane's probably also played a lot more bar table pool than Mike Dechaine.
That's probably true.
I believe he
Shane has
started
won, major championships. He's won the 10-ball like 4 times at the U.S. Bar Table Championship.
Yeah.
which is another CSI production. Game number 17 in the books for Shane Van Boening. He's stretching that lead out.
Yeah, we've played 27 racks so far. Shane's got 17 of them.
Jerry, what's ahead for you, buddy? What do you got on tap?
Well, with BCA trade shows coming up here right after this event. And it's right here in town.
Yeah, do you represent AZ Billiards at that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, good. Did I tell you that's my favorite website?
No. I thought your favorite website was Pornhub.com.
No, that's my second. Look at this break shot. Mike made 5 balls on the break early in the match. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. Well, here comes the jump cue.
He made a nice jump shot earlier.
Yeah. Oh, this guy is sensational with that jump cue.
Ooh, commentator's curse.
He rattled the pocket there.
Yeah.
But these diamond pockets are unforgiving if you don't hit them right. Nice cut shot there by Mike. Right now what he's doing is trading games, and that's not going to help him a lot.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a lot better than that. Mike's playing a little bit faster than his normal pace.
Yeah, he's trying to keep up with Shane. Actually, his pace is almost the same as Shane's. Game number 11. Shane and Dechaine. Interesting. They have similar names. What do you think? Kenny and I were talking earlier. What's Mike's chances of making Moscone Cup this year? How's it look for him?
Well, I think he should be on the team. I think he will be on the team.
There you go. Well, most of us consider him the second best player in the United States to the man that he's playing right now.
Yeah, with he and Shane on the team, that would really strengthen our team. And that's going to be right down.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Here's an opportunity for Mike.
That's going to be right down the street here. That's the third time that Shane scratched on the break.
Where's it at this year? Tropicana?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to see this have a North American team.
I would too. Let me dig into your Moscone Cup history here.
Okay.
Has Ernesto Dominguez ever played?
Not that I know of. No.
See, I thought he had.
No, I don't think so. I know you're thinking back to some of those early teams where, like, Meacham played and Mark Wilson played and stuff like that.
But and Butera.
Lou Butera, but no, Ernesto wasn't on those teams. In fact, back then, I think Ernesto was still a Mexican citizen. He got nationalized somewhere in the 90s.
He did, because he still plays for Mexico.
Yeah, well, he's an American citizen. He may be a dual citizen, though.
Yeah.
Well, Mike has a chance here to close the gap to 5 games. He's got to make a move soon because we're not far from the finish line. Yeah, Jerry, I was thinking if it was North America versus Europe, which seems only fair to me, we could include people like John Moore, Jason Klatt, and even Alex Pagulayan.
Right. That's the thing. I mean,
All of a sudden, we become very competitive.
Those three with these two would be a tough team.
It'd be a real tough team. Because right now, the U.S. is not faring too well in the Mosconi Cup the last few years.
That's one way to put it.
Hey, it was relatively close last year, wasn't it? 11-9? Something, maybe not that close. No. What was it, 11-6?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, wishful thinking on my part.
You had the right number. It was just upside down.
There you go. Well, Mike Dechaine wins game number 12, and his percentages of chance of winning keep going up 1 point each time he wins a game. He went from 1% to 2% to 3%. Jerry, are you familiar with these Fargo ratings?
Yes.
Okay. Enough said? I mean, to me, it's a little embarrassing.
Well, I would go on record as saying I disagree with those odds. Dechaine could come back and win from
yeah,
here.
that to me seems like a little bit of a too big a deficit.
Yeah, if it was showing, 65-35, I'd.
Yeah, that
say
makes
yeah.
sense. Well, they had Shane at 81 to 19% favored before the match started. And I said, wait a second, 4-1? Come on. Meanwhile, Mike is kind of mounting a little bit of a comeback here. I like this break.
Yeah, it looks good. Everything's sitting there ready for him.
I think the 4 goes on the side. Looks like there's room. He's just got to stick the cue ball. If he wins this game, this is as close as he's been for quite a while.
Yeah, 17 to 13 is not a huge gap. Ooh.
He's all right.
Yeah, I just don't like shooting over a ball.
Yeah.
Especially on all ball fouls.
I think they're playing cue ball fouls, Jerry.
No, he announced all ball fouls.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad. I think that's the way they should play anyway in professional tournaments.
Oh, I do too.
Once again, Mike makes quick work of that rack. Mike stops Shane. Shane's walking to the rack. The ball's already, and Mike hadn't even shot the
That's 3
ball.
racks in a row now
Yeah.
that Mike's taken down. And he's won 4 of the last 5 racks. So he's got some comeback in him.
Yeah, it was 16 to 9 a minute ago. This becomes an important game for Shane because his break has not worked the last 2 times.
Well, he's, like I say, he scratched 3 times. He's broken dry twice. Not going to break dry this time, though. Balls are rushing for the pockets.
Perfect position on the 1 ball.
And a great layout.
So far in this match, every time Shane's had an open rack, he has run out. Can he keep that streak alive? He got a little bit of an awkward angle here.
Yeah, but he can work with it. All he's got to do is flip down.
Yeah. He does that as good as anybody.
He has the best touch of any American player.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's one of the things Ken and I were talking about. His cue ball control is just so precise. What was this? You think this was a 90-second rack?
It might have been, yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Game 18 to Shane Van Boening. He's going to 21.
Yeah, Mike needed that rack badly.
This match you're watching is for supremacy in the United States.
Mike won 3 racks in a row twice now.
Okay.
So if he does it again,
it'd be 18-16.
18-16.
That'd be real close.
That'd be close enough for government work.
That might be wishful thinking, though. Ball down.
Ball down, but he's going to be hooked.
He's got to push out here, and that's a dangerous thing to do with Shane.
Pushing out on a 7-foot table, there's just not a lot of places to push to.
Well, the thing is
that you're going to like if you get it back.
Yeah, see where the 2 is? It's going to be hard to get position from the 1 to the 2 no matter what kind of shot you get. See, that's what he may let him see this ball. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to let him see it from that distance.
Oh, he didn't want that ball to go that far.
We know Shane's going to shoot this one. Shane is not going to pass this one back.
He'll shoot it and come out by the green ball down there.
A little tougher, though, with the cue ball on the rail.
He's got a big pocket, though. Oh, boy.
He's hooked.
He is hooked. He did not want to get away over there.
I don't think he can jump this one, can he?
Well, I said he can't, but he's going for it.
Boy, he's jumping almost a full ball from inches away.
And the thing is, he needs good shape on the 3 so he can work that 4 ball out.
It's going to take a lot of elevation quickly here.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Well, he made the jump. Oh, and he got a friendly rub.
Mike gives Shane a hard stare.
Well,
like you lucky stiff.
Well, that was a pretty bad roll.
Well, the 4 and 8 are problem balls for either player right now. If you're going to get out this rack, you're going to have to break that 4 ball out at some point. This is the point right now. Shane can shoot this 2 ball and send the cue ball up there and break the 4. I think the way to do this is just actually shoot it relatively softly, because if he breaks the 4, he'll have a shot on the 3. Well, he didn't hit it that soft, but it worked out. Look at this. Couldn't work out any better than that. He's got the 4 laying right in front of the side pocket. Perfect position on the 3. Well, no, that's not what he wanted to do. He did not want to hit that 8 ball and tie up the 5.
Yeah, he's got problems now.
That's like the worst error I've seen Shane make in this match right there. He did not have to touch that 8 ball. That was just a moment of carelessness. Well, he's looking at it like he might make the 5-8 combination, but I don't know about that.
He'd have to be lined up mighty dead.
He's playing it.
Yeah,
he's gonna kick into the 5 ball and try to make the 8. This is not for certain, let me tell you. Well, far be it from me to underestimate Shane Van Boening. He made it look easy.
Didn't take much time.
I thought he had made a mistake there, but he proved me wrong. Rack 19 is going to be in the books for Shane Van Boening. a great pool player he turned out to be. And this kid had a rough childhood, too.
Yeah, but what a great young man he is as
Yeah,
well.
very fine young man.
You know, we've been watching him professionally now for about 10 years.
Yeah?
I've never heard anybody say a bad word about him.
Pretty smart kid, too, I'll tell you. Well, I call him a kid, but he's a 31-year-old man.
Which makes him to us a kid.
Look at this break. This might be his best break of the match right here. He made 3 balls and everything's hanging.
Boy, that's sick. This would put him on the hill.
This is what really sets him apart from every other player is cue ball control. The last American player I saw that controlled the cue ball as well as Shane was Buddy Hall, the great Buddy Hall.
Yeah, of course, Buddy's trick was he never made the cue ball move more than 2 or 3 inches.
That's it.
Played the simplest game I've ever seen.
Yep.
Really do appreciate Tony Kay and all these good people at Tiger Products for making this possible.
He's done this the last couple of years, the Tiger Challenge.
Have you ever hit with his cues? He makes a really good cue.
Oh, yeah, of course. I got a couple of his cues. Love his cue. Shane's on the hill.
Yes, he is.
This will be our last match of the night. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, the U.S. Open 10-ball begins, and we've got 6 matches tomorrow for you. And that field is full of top players. This might be Mike's last break of the match. Now he's got his hand on the rail. He started out with his hand out there on the table. But another powerful break, but no shot at the 1. But all he can do is play safe, come off the edge of the 1, send the cue ball up table. Boy,
whoa, he just nudged that ball.
He almost missed the whole ball. He almost whiffed. He
Yeah.
almost whiffed. Let's see what kind of magic Shane can. He's trying to think of something. He's trying to figure out some way to do something here. He's playing the 6 ball, I think.
You got it.
Is that the 7 ball? That's the 7 ball.
It's the 6 ball on the left, 7 ball on the right.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry.
Oh, he missed the 1.
Well, he returned the favor. He missed he did whiff. He did whiff. He was trying to come off the edge of the ball and send the cue ball across and make that 7, and you saw what happened. A little bit of a reprieve there for Mike Dechaine.
Ooh, no.
I'm not so sure he had. Look at this. 2-10 combination for the match. There you have it, folks. Shane Van Boening dominant once again. A decisive 21-13 victory. I think we're going to get Kenny out there to do an interview. Jerry, thank you for coming up here for a brief moment.
Hey, I enjoy it. I always
right.
enjoy it.
Maybe you'll be back later on in the week and visit with us again. I'd appreciate that very much.
Sure, no problem.
All right. Stay tuned. We're going to have an interview.
Good shooting, Ben. Very good, Michael. Well, hi, everybody. Okay, we're here with our players, Shane and Mike. We're going to just talk to them for a couple of minutes. Shane's got another match coming up, and I'm sure Mike's got some things he wants to do, too. But first of all, congratulations, Shane, on a nice performance. And what did you think of the event? Do you like this kind of thing?
I mean, I like long races like this, race 21. So, I mean, I played a lot of matches, and, it's one of the fun, matches I can play.
You like alternate break in this, or no?
Never.
Mike, early on, it seemed like, you were a little frustrated because a couple of bad things happened out there. A couple of balls went in that shouldn't have, and, they gave Shane the option and put you in a kind of a tough spot. Was it kind of getting to you a little bit there?
No. I mean, it is what it is. It's a couple bad rolls, happens. But, no. I mean, obviously he's playing really well right now, so it was going to be a tough match no matter what.
Is there anything you might have wanted to have over again?
No. I don't know. What do you want me to say? I guess, maybe those unfortunate rolls in the beginning where the score was a little bit closer.
Right.
And I had a ball roll off pretty badly right here. I guess that's about it, Plus he kicks and leaves safe every time. or jumps and leaves no shot. So, I mean, I had opportunities. I messed up. It is what it is.
Well, I've got to bring it up. I know you both already know about it, but the people at home want to hear a little bit more about the three-foul game.
Yeah, I wanted to put him on 4 scratches. That's what I tried to do.
Oh, okay. We were trying to set a new record and have him put him on 4, but, everybody seemed to know about it, but you two guys. And did you just maybe forget he scratched on the break?
No, I really wanted to put him on 4.
Oh, okay.
I lost track of it, so I have no idea. I mean, I knew that I would done 2, but I didn't know I would done 3 already. So.
Well, anyway, guys, we're going to let you go. Thanks a lot for a great performance again, putting on a good show for us. And, Mike, keep it coming in the Hustlers. We really enjoy that. So we're looking forward to season 2, and maybe we get a guest star. What do you think? Put you on.
I'm going to need a lot of weight from him on the show. He's too good.
Okay.
I haven't lost on the show yet, though.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning for the U.S. Open 10-ball championship, 10 a.m. tomorrow. Good night, everyone.